stop looking for a way to ship talent out of town and start focusing on how to get this franchise back to the Super Bowl. Because the latest rumors surrounding George Pickens are a masterclass in how to ruin a championship window. If you think a third and a fourth round pick is a fair return for a guy who just hung 4,400 yards and 9 touchdowns on the league, then you've been drinking too much of the Kool-Aid coming out of other front offices. I've watched the film, I've broken down the gap discipline of the defenses he shredded, and I'm telling you, trading Pickens for a draft haul that doesn't exist is the fastest way to turn Jerry World into a house of cards. I am Carlos Eduardo, the most authoritative voice covering the Dallas Cowboys, and today we're separating the strategic genius from the off-season noise. From my perspective, the disappointing intel regarding Pickens' trade value isn't a reflection of his talent. It's a reflection of a league that's scared of a player with a personality. We are talking about America's team, a franchise built on the backs of legends who played with a chip on their shoulder the size of Texas. To even entertain the idea of moving a 24-year-old all-pro caliber weapon for mid-round maybes is an insult to the star on the helmet. Let's get real about what I see on the film. When CeeDee Lamb was drawing double teams or dealing with injuries, it was George Pickens who stepped into the bright lights and proved he has the clutch factor. He isn't just a WR2. At times, he was the engine of a top-5 scoring unit. You don't find that kind of production in the third round of the draft. Trust me, I've seen enough project players bust in this league to know that a bird in the hand is worth 10 in the bush. The anonymous AFC scouts want to talk about attitude concerns and tardiness. If I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, I don't care if a guy is 5 minutes late to a meeting if he's 5 yards ahead of the cornerback on the money downs. This isn't a country club, it's a quest for a ring. Look at the 90s dynasty Irvin, Eichmann, and Smith. They weren't always easy to manage, but they were winners. Pickens has that same dog in him. He attacks the ball in the air like his life depends on it. That's the identity we need at AT&T Stadium. The financials are the real gatekeeper here. The reason teams aren't offering a first-rounder isn't because Pickens can't play, it's because they know they have to pay him. But why should that stop Dallas? We saw what happened when we let Amari Cooper walk for a 5th-round pick. It was a disaster that stalled the offense for a year. If we repeat that mistake with Pickens, we are essentially telling Dak Prescott that we don't care about his success. From my analysis, the best-case scenario isn't a trade for Max Crosby or a draft haul. The best-case scenario is locking Pickens into a long-term deal. We need to stop playing salary cap hero and start playing football. When you have 2 elite receivers who can win one-on-one matchups at any moment, you make the opposing defensive coordinator's life a living hell. That is how you win in 2026. The NFC East is a dogfight. The Eagles and Commanders aren't getting weaker. If we subtract Pickens from this equation, we are handing the division over on a silver platter. I've been around this franchise long enough to know that potential doesn't hang banners. Production does, and George Pickens is a production machine. So let the insiders talk about his diminished value. Let the scouts whisper about his curfew. I'll be over here looking at the 400 yards and the way he mossed defenders in double coverage. I choose the talent. I choose the triple threat. I choose the pursuit of the next Super Bowl ring with the best weapons available. If Jerry Jones wants to prove he's still all in, he starts by making sure Higa 14 is wearing the star for the next 5 years. This isn't just about a trade, it's about the soul of the Dallas Cowboys. Are we a team that fears the risk of a superstar, or are we the team that defines what a superstar is? I know where I stand. We keep the talent, we pay the man, and we get back to dominating the league under the lights.